You obviously had the two red zone interceptions, but you also, on the other hand, had an ACC record-setting night with great completion percentage. How would you evaluate your performance?
Wasn't good enough to get the W, so that's pretty much it. Upset, so it doesn't really matter. You don't win out, so just wanted to get the W and move on forward.
Sean, that call on the second goal there, before, what was the call exactly? Was it a run or was it a pass play?
It was a naked pass play.
Sean, with what happened with the other teams, Michigan and Washington, how aware were you of that Saturday night, and did that kind of reinvigorate the morale of the team, being that you're, really still control your own destiny as far as the playoff picture, as far as many are concerned?
That's nothing we kind of really focused on. We just focused on, correcting our mistakes and just, worrying about us. Let everything else take care of itself. It's something that's out of our control. We knew from the get-go we're still in control of our destiny. When this we punch a ticket to the ACC championship, and we still have a chance to win the state championship, conference championship, so forth. So all of those we still set for our team and our season. It's still out in front of us. We just got to get it.
Did you watch any of those Washington and Michigan games and knowing that it kind of negated y'all's bad day because those two lost?
Nah, I didn't really focus on that. I just kind of hung out with my family after the game. Just hung out with football. That's what I did. I didn't really focus on the other games.
With how many times you guys pulled out in the end this season, do you think you were playing with a sense of invincibility at times, like, we're gonna figure out a way, we're gonna win, just what we did? Did it finally just come back again?
Nah, we don't go into a game entitled to win. We understand that we gotta go there. Each game is different. We just gotta go out there and do our part and execute it. Finish to the final seconds. That's something that we didn't do Saturday night. One of our team. That's a good learning lesson. At the end of the day, each week is a different week. It's a good part.
How'd your shoulder after that game throwing something down?
It's sore. That's all good. This is the reason why I came close to playing offense like this. You get to throw the ball around and that's a good time for it.
Wake Forest is a team that really shut down Lamar Jackson and Louisville for 3 quarters the other night. What are some of the things that stand out as far as their defense?
It's a well-coached defense that work hard. Guys that are very confident.
Sean on the booth complained, what in hindsight, what should you have done on that play?
And I would have done the same thing. I feel like there's more detail when you watch the film and understand the play call and the play. But it's a was coming across the middle. A lot of people thought I was throwing it to Jordan Lake, but I was throwing it
out the bad things, and you said, hey, we're all still breathing. That mindset, does that come from growing up and dealing with your mom and everything that sometimes maybe football isn't as important as everybody makes it out to be?
Of course, just something that I kind of grew up on, especially coming from the environment that I grew up in, and just the situation with my mom and just everything around. Just it's a blessing, to be able to play the game of football. Because one step later, I can easily be taken away from it. A lot of people can take it for granted and get kind of caught up in their everyday life and ways of doing everything this certain way. But the next morning, this great life that I'm living can be taken away from me. So I just try to keep a level head and understand what position I'm in and who's putting me in this position. And at the end of the day, football isn't going to be the foundation of my life. I always keep perspective and keep my character above all the great things that football for me. So I don't want to be looked at a great football person. I want to be looked at I have a great character as a student athlete. Helping the community to inspire people about the platform I have.
Coming into the season, more expectations make up for that. Regardless of what other people write about you, say about you, think about you, have you had the kind of season that you would have expected of yourself?
It could have been better. I made a lot more mistakes than I wanted to. But that's for everybody. Everyone goes through the season, regardless how much hype they have or what type of position they're in, regardless if they're playing or not. Not having any mistakes and just trying to be perfect each and every week. But I've enjoyed my season. I've been playing pretty well. It's kind of interesting because if you think about it, last year coming here, people didn't really know about me until towards the end of the season. I got invited to the Heisman, and then watching the 2 playoff games, that's when people recognize me. So it's easy for people to say that I'm not having the type of season that I wasn't having last year because, to be honest, a lot of people didn't really know me until the end of the season. So they just living off the national championship game, all the success that I had in that. But personally, I don't really care about anybody else's opinion and expectations, things like that. I understand what I'm doing, and my team has to too.
Not just for you, but this whole team. That can be kind of similar, where Clemson came in with higher expectations than last year when you guys made it all the way to the title game. Does that become burdensome, or do you guys try to embrace that?
We just embrace it and just take it and run with it. We understand that we're one of the best teams in the country and one of the top teams that have the chance to compete in the playoffs and for the national championship. The whole country know that too. So we just gotta understand that we gotta go out there and earn it. We're not entitled to going to each game. We want that we're gonna win it. We gotta go out there and play 4 quarters and go get it.
As a leader of this team, how do you evaluate the overall resiliency of this team as you approach these final 3 weeks? You've still got all your goals in front of you.
Just make sure everyone understands that everything, like you said, everything is still out in front of us. Each week is a new week. We learn from this lesson. This adversity is gonna bring out who we really are as a team. We're either gonna sit around and pout, or we're gonna stand up, run towards the criticism and the adversity, and learn and build on it and get better from it. So,
Despite all the ups and downs, do you feel fortunate that you guys are still sitting here in this position, chance to achieve everything?
it is. It can be a blessing in disguise for this past weekend. Just continue to do what we do. Focus on what we can control and let everything else take care of itself.
Is red zone offense the biggest area of concern right now, execution?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I know that was a point of emphasis in the spring. Discipline
that stuff doesn't really bother me. I just do what I do and control after control, regardless of, I don't really care for all the love and all that stuff. I understand that people don't love you, people don't hate you. That's just way of life.
Going back to the loss, this is the first time you guys have had a loss in the regular season in the last 2 seasons. Do you expect a different demeanor or sense of urgency in practice today when you guys hit the field?
I mean, it's gonna motivate us, but at the same time, we're still gonna have the same mindset to go out there, execute, dominate, try to be the best we can be. Understand it's the best. So